You know, every day I feel like I live in clown world, and every day it seems like I'm just proven right. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are doing well, and welcome, true believers, to my channel. I love to see you guys, and I love to see you guys being here with me. My name is Vaderfly. If you want to check out my cosplay stuff, you can go ahead and check it out on here and on the Instagrams. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, you are more than welcome. Please give that a like, and also a gift from me to you, and also to me. It's your comment down below. So let's go ahead and talk about this game, and let's go ahead and talk about Palworld and the controversy around it. So basically, Palworld comes out, sells gangbusters. This is basically an underdog story, man. Game developers come together, don't even know what they're doing, and they come together, make a game about Pokemon with gun. Actually, they're called PAL. Game does great. You would think everybody would be cheering for this. Well, the Nintendo fanboys and the Pokemon fanboys seem to have a problem with this. They seem to have a problem with this so much that they've decided to even send death threats, attack fans, and just, do the typical thing that you shouldn't do when you're trying to support your argument and say basically, hey, I disagree. I'm not going to try to make this video very long. I just kind of want to just get my point out with this and just kind of go from there. I'm going to just knock out the 3 things that I think is so wrong with the geekdom community today and why I strongly dislike it. Problem 1, the discourse behind this. This is a game that is finally the competitor to Pokemon. And it needs a competitor because, let's be 100% honest, Pokemon has felt stale for years. It has felt awful for years. I played Sword and Shield for 30 minutes, didn't like it, and no, I don't care if you're telling me that, oh, well, you need to play longer than 30 minutes. No, 30 minutes that's it. If you don't feel it after 30 minutes, then you don't feel it after 30 minutes. It's like you reading a book or watching a television show. Yeah, sure, it can get better down the road, but you should have been invested with that show at the very beginning. But, that's just me. Secondly, the whole thing with the AI controversy. Look, I'm just going to be 100% honest with you. AI is going to be more influential in our world than you and I even are going to admit that it's going to be. Sure, it's going to affect some people. Yes, it will affect a lot of people in certain industries, like what's been going on with the anime industry, where the Japanese have started using AI to make more closer translations to their dubs due to some American interference that they have finally said enough is enough. And America over here, the American VAs and the American dubbers are just like, oh, we're freaking out. Well, maybe you shouldn't have, I don't know, messed with somebody else's work and done something like that to, I don't know, make somebody finally use a different option than what you're offering. And lastly, this is how I honestly feel about this community, is that no longer you can disagree or agree on something without being attacked. I don't think that's okay. I think that's very, 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 very toxic. It's not healthy for anyone to not be able to have a discourse without being attacked for your opinion. And not only that, it just seems like this has been ramping up every single year. I see this all the time. Like I just mentioned, people are actually sending death threats to other people. I've seen people tell them to self-delete because they want the Palworld to succeed and they want some competitor to Pokemon. And it's just like, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me, especially since I don't understand how you're defending a company that has struck YouTube channels for streaming their games or playing their games. Like, remember the year that shall not be named? What happened? There was a couple of people that wanted to do a Melee tournament, and Nintendo struck it down because they wanted to do an online Melee tournament with Super Smash Bros. Melee. Mind you, a game that has been, I think now is well over 2 decades old, and Nintendo is still coming after them, trying to strike that down. I'm sorry, when did we start defending big corporations that do bad things? Like, When did we? Oh, and I know you're probably going, well, it's their right. It's their right. Okay, sure, it's their right. When you're trying to show love for a company that has made your childhood, and they're not trying in any way to try to defame them or anything like that, you would think you would be allowed to stream those games and show those games to the public to show why these games are so important to you in your childhood. But Nintendo seems like they feel opposite. It's like the same thing with certain games that they still won't release out there, and if you try to emulate them, they're gonna be like, well, we're gonna have to strike you down. I don't get it. I don't get why people defend corporations that do stuff scummy. It's like Disney and Nintendo fans are like cut from the same cloth. It seems like anytime when the corporations do something scummy, people just kind of memory hole it, and then when they do great things, that's when they take it and go, look guys, look, they did something great. And it's just like, okay, all right, I don't understand your logic. Maybe I never will, but that's how I stand right now. I personally think this is a great triumph, and honestly, this shows that creativity is not dead, and people can be excited to show homage or use tropes from other things to pay tribute to the things that helped them grow up, in their childhood. There's a reason why tropes in gaming, gaming, movies, and books exist. It's because we're paying homage to those people, and it's probably because it's a good, solid trope that can be that can be used for later projects. This whole discourse is just more and more of a reason why I just don't want anything to do with this community anymore. Anime, comic books, movies, none of it. You gotta make your own community, and that's what I hope to be doing with you guys, honestly. All in all, the big lesson is this: support people that are trying to make new things. Don't get upset at them because it just looks kind of like something else, and don't try to bury their competition and try to purposely get Nintendo to come after them, which I don't understand how Nintendo's gonna come after them, because I really don't see what everybody else is saying. They're like, they totally lifted assets from Nintendo. They totally lifted assets from Nintendo. I'm just like, why are we defending Nintendo again? Remember, they struck channels. Just remember that. I think Omni put it the best. His tweet has been like going around like viral. I've only seen the screenshot and I've read it, and I'll put it on the screen while I'm talking here. But I think he honestly struck it the best, that Pokemon needs competition, and if this is the thing that needs to happen to make it, them finally wake up and say, we can't keep giving them the same game but dumb it down, or we can't give them a half-ass game broken with graphics that look like it's from the previous generation, which I'm not a graphics guy, but I know people that are, and they were very disappointed with them. This isn't okay. You should want better. You should not want the same. You should want better. You should want innovation. You should want change. As much as people give the prequels crap, Lucas was trying to make better. He was trying to reinvent the wheel. He was trying to do different things. Did some of it work? Sure. Did some of it not work? Yeah. But he tried to do new things, and that's the most important thing. And if you are trying to utterly crap and destroy somebody's life just because you feel in a certain way about a certain product, then you're not helping anything and you're not wanting to see new things. My whole thing is this: if you want to see betterment in your entertainment, you need to be challenged. And that could mean from critics, that could be from competitors, or that could just mean the fans just finally making a game with guns. But that's just me and my dislike of the geek community as it is. But if you want to join my community, you are more than welcome to subscribe and like to the channel. I like to do these kind of videos, and I like to do long form videos. I'm working on a couple right now, and I like to put shorts of my cosplays and talk about what I like to do, and vlog and make music videos about my travels. So I hope you guys are doing well out there. I love you guys. I can't say enough. This is great. 65 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for letting me get close to the dream of kind of doing what I've always wanted to do when I was younger and trying to make my own channel and everything. And you guys are amazing. I want to say you guys are amazing. It's been a rough month for me, but I'm trying to do my best, and I hope you're doing your best. Please keep your head above water. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.